The Whiskey Brothers.
Welcome to the Whiskey Brothers podcast, everybody. Dear God, we just all breathe. I feel like I just got out of like the log ride at a water park, but without being warned first.
Yeah.
Like someone threw me on it, and I just.
And it was filled with shit.
I mean, but it's a log ride at a water park, so you kind of should know.
If we got the picture of you going down the log ride right now, it would be very frowny.
I didn't know I was getting on a log ride.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even know I
That's
was.
different.
Didn't even know I was at a water park.
He thought he was just going to ride the teacups for a minute.
That's like if you were getting on the teacup ride and it turned into.
No, it's like if you were walking into a bakery and it turned into.
So you didn't even know you were at a park.
No, not at all.
Man.
So welcome to the show. If you are a long-time listener, welcome to the show. If you're a first-time listener, we are the Whiskey Brothers. Myself, Slade Ham. I have been your host for 1,033 episodes now. Jerry Wayne Longmire across from me. Been on here for many, many moons. We're joined by Will Loden, who's been a recurring guest, and Rich Williams, who now I can say is a recurring guest.
That's right. That's right.
Rich
I'm as
Williams.
surprised as you are.
Yeah, so y'all tricking me?
For real?
What's the
It just
game?
becomes a weird intervention. Sit down, Rich.
I wanted to
We
bring
gotta
my
talk.
old junk laptop and set a shot by it, right by where he was going to sit down.
A dark day in Whiskey Brothers history when Rich destroyed my laptop on a previous episode. Jose Pena running back of house, Hilla Felice running back of house.
Yeah.
We've gone from not having enough people to having too many
We
people
got
to.
contingencies on contingencies
That's
on
right.
contingencies.
Hey,
We're
that's how
on
you do
plan
it.
3, I think. This is happening. That's all I know. We're not joined by Sam Damaris, who is on a boat, and we're not joined by Trey Tutson.
Greece, right?
Sam is in Greece and Spain, and he's
Doing
doing
Greece
something, I
shit.
believe, with Celebrity Cruises. And Trey is, we're going into summertime, and we're going to go into a different production schedule. For those of you who listen frequently, you're used to catching us 2 days a week. I believe on Tuesdays and Fridays is when episodes come out, and we live tape on Mondays. We're going to go into an abbreviated version of our schedule starting this summer. Instead of getting 2 30-minute episodes every week, you're going to get 1 hour-long episode every other week. So reduction in quantity, uptick in quality, I guess. We're going to try to bring some new guests on and play some games. We'll have Sam for, I think, some of those episodes. We won't have Trey. He is Trey's, for those of you who've been asking, is moving on to different endeavors. He's got some cool shit working, and I'm not even privy to all of it. But like many shot glasses that we have had to put on the wall, Kiki Maroon, Big Ed, John Wessling, Ashton Womack, Dale Cheeseman, Owen Dunn. We will move Trey's glass to the alumni wall, I
Glad
guess.
he didn't die.
And that's not everyone on there is dead. But it's cool. It fits what we're doing, and for those of you who are worried you're going to be missing the voices you usually hear on the Whiskey Brothers, in some incarnation, we're all doing something. So even Trey, I think, has a new podcast or something he's doing solo. I've got some stuff I'm kind of working on. Jerry Wayne is on fire on TikTok. And then there may be some surprise new shows as we move forward.
So basically, it's like a Korean boy band that's started exploring different options.
That's an interesting way to refer to Trey.
Like Slade was the bad boy of the boy band. Trey's the
Is he our
cute
Donnie?
little pretty one. Jerry Wayne has the high falsetto, but everyone loves his dance moves.
I like how you just gave the boy band to Korea.
As if that was not an American contrivance.
So
Right?
it was Lou Pearlman was the first person to he built NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys.
I was
and
going to say,
no,
sounds-
and then went away for tax.
See, what
You
young
forgot
people
about
do?
Orenthal.
See what young people do?
Yeah.
We're pulling.
How are
we-
you
we
going to
can go back
forget
further?
about the Jackson 5,
See,
the original boy
Well,
band? Or, don't say the Beach
it wasn't
Boys.
a contrived boy band, though. Like
Yeah.
the contrived manufactured boy band really started with New Kids on the Block.
Uh-huh.
That was
Okay.
probably the first one.
Okay, I will agree.
And that was that
I don't know.
Orenthal,
New
what's his
Edition,
name, that
They want
producer?
New Edition want what you call it?
They had a
Contest.
competition.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're all
yeah.
forgetting Menudo.
Yeah.
Menudo forgot Menudo.
All right, guys, let's be honest. Historically, the original boy band was probably a Harvard a cappella group. If we really want to go back that far into
The Flaming
But
Chestnuts.
they didn't sell any records though. You know what I'm
when
saying?
were okay? So when was NSYNC? You said NSYNC or New Kids on
I
the
said
Block?
New Kids
New
on
Kids
the
on the
Block.
Block
Now,
was
that
the-
would have
the
been
late
like
80s, early 90s.
late 80s, early 90s.
So you're talking about a band where they had auditions from, and they were like,
No.
you know,
it's that
like
dude,
an open call kind of
Orenthal
situation.
something. He's a producer out of Florida, and he's got put them together. He put 98 Degrees. He put like 6 of those bands together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like all those.
It's
were
not
him.
hard.
No.
He's not
Find
doing
pretty
anything.
kids that can singish.
Yes.
Yeah.
And dance-ish.
And dance-ish.
And learn heavily choreographed dance moves.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So a boy. All right. So the origin of boy bands. Now we know.
Now it's just called TikTok.
It's
Man.
indeed. We're drinking. I'm gonna dip into the. What do we pour? I poured some peanut butter for half the room, and then the rest of us
The grown-ups.
did. I was just gonna. The others. We're doing this new riff. It's a Kentucky straight bourbon. I'm excited about.
Don't
getting,
we have to toast first? Look, Will's just already.
Yeah. Well, Rich hadn't even spilled his on anything.
Come on, man.
What did you toast?
Protocol.
I was just excited.
to me.
This has never happened before, I promise. I'm sorry this happened too early.
But
Well,
it happens to a
Premature
lot of
toast-
guys.
Toastillation.
Not that
Sure, it's
uncommon.
yeah, exactly. It's not as uncommon as you think, especially when you get
Vogue
older.
says it happens like 38% of other guys.
So you read that line in a grocery store?
So what are we toasting? Are we toasting to longevity?
We toasted to fuck Will.
There we go. That's a good toast.
To not Will. Here's
It's a
New
lovely
endeavors.
Kentucky straight bourbon, by the way.
Me and Slade's new boy band.
there you go.
New endeavors.
Take that off of the list.
Yeah.
You're
Wait,
gonna
that
get
sounds
hot-
like a new endeavor. It sounds like a
Christian
middle
boy
age, like
band.
they had a midlife crisis.
If we called it big
And then they put
endeavors,
the
it would
band
at least
together.
be tongue in cheek.
Yeah, you're gonna get high tonight and think
But
that's
not
a good
his
idea.
tongue in my cheek. But they're like,
Which cheeks are we talking?
What is happening? We're not even 10 minutes into the podcast, and
Why
we've
can't we
already
get a
we're
sponsor?
doing butt stuff. We're doing butt stuff. Not even 10 minutes in.
No. I think, yeah. Tongue in cheek is an Italian thing that they do on the facial cheeks.
Yeah, you get it done at La Berge de Lac. It's a spa. It's a spa maneuver.
Okay.
Right. There we go.
If that's what's going to help you sleep tonight. All right.
It's a no. I'm just gonna do this
the
stupid
shot.
shot. We're both
I'm
trying, but
listening.
you keep making weird.
I didn't say that.
Rich, it's been a while since you've been on the podcast. I know you've spent many, many hours re-earning the money you had to spend to repair half of the studio after you destroyed it. Find that on a
It
previous
sounds like I'm a force of nature.
episode. What have you been up to? Are you working the road? Do you have the same? I'm off social media, so I don't know what everybody's doing.
Yeah, working the road. I did Albuquerque a couple weeks ago. This weekend I was in Sherman, Texas. When I did I said I
do
did
they
Albuquerque.
have
I
a
flew into
road in
Albuquerque.
Sherman, Texas?
That's
Several
dirt
roads.
road comedy.
Several roads. One
So
of them
wait-
was shut down, so there was a traffic jam.
So you
there.
play. What's the most exciting thing that happened in Sherman, Texas during your venture there? Tell me one exciting thing. If it's
So,
like you got the
this
six
is
finger
real
instead of the
talk.
forefinger at the
I
Dairy
decided to do Lyft after the show.
Is there a
It's
high?
like, Will, were you there? Because
No, but he's who you were driving around.
let me tell you.
So wait, you
man.
get out. You shut the fuck up. You get out of a show
Mm-hmm.
on an endorphin high. Was it a good show?
It was, decent. It so the crowd
Above or below 50? Where does it go? You rated on a scale of 1 to 10, and you can't say 7.
on a scale of 1 to 10, a 6.
Okay,
A 6.
so
and that's not because of the quality of the comedy.
How much
it's
merch you
because
sold.
not even that. Not even that. The audience. There were maybe 40 people there, and the guy who promoted it said last time they had like 130. 100.
There's always last
We
time.
always want to be at the
Right.
show that
Right.
happened last week.
all the king of loud stuff.
Every small town.
All the king of loud stuff, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how they get you to come back.
Man, you should have been
Fort
here.
Worth was the first time they were ever like, this week. But there's some poor schmuck there this week that's going, man, you should have been here last week.
Right? But when you're talking about, we did what you can do with 40 people.
So
right?
my point is, you walk out of the room on a bit of an endorphin high. It's a
Exactly.
win. So instead of going back to your hotel room on a high note, you go, let me put some strange Sherman, Texas people in my car.
So here's the other thing. Technically, I was higher. But I don't want. I don't want.
Yeah.
to know
I
about
got
all
you.
that stuff.
Theoretically.
So let's just say.
You were lifted.
Yeah.
But what happened was what I didn't realize, because my plan was to drive to like a suburb of Dallas, because there's maybe 45 minutes from Dallas,
Right.
and Lyft there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get rides one after the other. And what happened is I kept getting rides 20 minutes away from the venue. And I ended up I drove way out in the backwoods, some
Wait.
farmhouse.
You were picking people up at the venue and taking them home from your show?
No, I was getting rides
Oh,
within the
I was like,
Sherman,
oh, yeah,
a
within-
20-minute radius.
That's some weird meta
of
fucked
Sherman.
up sort of thing.
I'll tell you what.
That would almost make an excellent YouTube show.
Oh yeah.
It would
Wait,
also
I know
make-
he said he was a Lyft driver, but
It would make you feel like you overspent your money at the bar.
I don't know,
being taken home by the comedian I was just watching.
as a metaphor to describe that my career, that is perfectly
Well, and the
accurate.
worst part would be if I told the same jokes while I'm driving them.
Do you have?
Or sold them merch.
But this is what was exciting about it. So I ended up picking up this 18-year-old woman at a house party that got broken up because somebody got in a fight and somebody fired a gun into the air
Yeah.
to disperse the fight. Cops were called.
Sherman shit. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I roll up on the aftermath of this. There's still like 20, 30 people.
Wait, you're a
hanging out.
getaway car?
I was.
But there's no rounds still being popped off,
I feel like
right?
the active shooter was neutralized at that point. So it was just kids trying to go home to their parents and just glad that they didn't get
lift
shot.
the yellow tape, man. I'm just trying to pick up Brittany.
You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ, don't you see my pink mustache on my car or whatever?
Her name was Melissa, by the way. Okay, but yeah. So that was pretty wild,
Sounds
man.
very Sherman.
Same girl.
And she was just, the whole ride, she was just telling me the story about, how wild it was. And
Well, dude, 18-year-olds doing that, and so then Brad came here, and you know how Brad is, and you're like, I have no
God, he
idea.
just ripped
I
his
literally
shirt
got
off.
a character study about everybody at her high school.
That shit actually happened over by the secret group the other night in Edo. Like there was a graduation party, got shot all day. Did you see
So
that?
that's the thing. This is the second time I have showed up at a party where somebody fired a weapon. You're not going to tell me there's not a problem in the United States
Well,
of America?
yeah,
Bro,
right?
you need
Well,
to
these-
come back to where I'm from.
First of all-
every party somebody fires a weapon.
Are you talking about A-Leaf?
Kilgore,
Yeah.
A-Leaf.
Yeah.
But if these kids would stop graduating,
Well, therein lies the problem, right?
I tell you.
Educating them
can't
too
shoot up a
much.
graduation party if the
there's
kids
no
don't
graduation.
graduate. Damn it.
There's as much evidence to ban schools as there is guns.
See, I think
Slade just got to the root of the problem.
think-
That is how we solve gun violence in
We
America.
just shut the schools down.
No. You want to know how we solve gun violence? And I'm 100% serious about this. We bring back shop and a little bit, and you teach kids about how hard it is to do drywall and actually fix shit. So
Fix the holes.
Yeah. Like, have you ever had to patch a hole before? Like, you're not gonna.
My shop teacher taught me how to make a silencer.
Your shop teacher
True
is part of
story.
the problem.
A-Leaf, Elsa.
Really? Are you serious?
Yeah.
That happened at my school.
Remember Bert and Ernie, the
I
shop
don't-
teachers?
don't remember. I didn't take shop.
Ernie. Oh, okay. Yeah, that probably falls in.
I took shop one
Sorry,
semester.
captain of the debate team
Hey,
and
man.
student council.
Look, we all
and-
have our skill sets,
Yeah.
I knew my station even in high school.
but we ended up at
I
this
know,
podcast.
I know whatever I do, I'm going to be holding some kind of metal in my hand.
But we're both right here, bro.
Holding a piece
Oh.
of metal.
That is hilarious.
Do you have Lyft specific material that you do, so, like in case they were at the show? Like
No, I know, I
you
just-
have like B-roll you keep in the hip pocket.
Nah,
Or do you
I
like
mean,
drive away from the
I
venue before you
purpose-
turn it on?
What I do when I with my passengers, I purpose like they'll find out that I'm a comedian.
Because
you'll
you
tell them.
go,
I'll
hey,
tell
come
them.
on,
Because I
I'm
will
Rich
tell
Williams,
them.
comedian
Yes,
Rich
all
Williams.
right. I do that. I'll divulge that.
Do they find
And-
out before or after you try to sell them the Dick and Balls T-shirt?
Pitching merch
can-
to
You
your.
want a Dick and Balls
with
T-shirt? Let me
100%
explain. There's
with
a joke.
100%
that
Uber
goes with it.
honesty,
doesn't have a merch policy.
I can tell you, I've never sold merch in my car.
No, that's fair. But
don't
have
know
you
exactly.
sold? Have you tried to sell it?
Have I? No,
that's- yeah.
no. I've
I
never
believe that
even
you have
tried.
never
Now-
made an actual sale.
Now here's the thing.
Have you
Have I
pitched
sold?
it?
No, here's the.
Have
Here's
you
the,
tried?
Jerry, you missed the real
Have you
question.
pitched
Have I sold tickets to a show in
Yeah.
the car? And the answer to that is yes.
Yeah.
I have gotten people to come to my show.
Wait. You
One of my
sold
shows.
tickets to, or you got people to
I
come
got people
to?
to come to the show.
Okay,
Which is
that's
essentially
different.
the same thing.
Yeah.
Essentially the same thing. I feel I mean, there's a subtle difference, but
I didn't get any money.
what are you talking about?
No, Lyft paid me for driving them to the show.
No, these were paid shows. These were
My Lyft trip
this
fee
wasn't
to
an open
pay for
mic.
their tickets
Yeah.
so I could get them.
You know what I'm saying? But here's
you're
the thing.
trapped.
Here's where I because I'm not going to solicit people. That's against company policy. But if they ask me, hey, you got any shows coming up? Why? Of course. See, that's the loophole.
It's our great loophole, man.
That's the loophole.
I'm not sure you know what loophole means.
Wait, I can't go.
Here's
Hey,
the- no, here's
could you
the-
please come to my show?
Here's the
They
thing.
go, hey, where can I come see you? Because they are,
Jerry White. Here's the thing. If you
No,
now listen, if you storm into the store with a gun and go, give me all the money, now that's fucking robbery,
That's
Jerry
robbery.
Wayne. Now if you sneak into the store and hide in the back till they close, then you grab the shit and run. Well, that's the loophole, Jerry. There's a loophole.
If you just walk in the store and hold the gun up and they start giving you money,
Well,
you're not actually robbing anybody.
All you did was hold up.
That's
Oh, wait.
gifting.
Hold
and
on,
that's
man.
that's tax free
Okay,
under our tax code.
I don't
So-
like the
There's
fact.
a loophole.
there-
That's
I
a
don't
loophole
like
right
the
there.
fact that my sales tactics have been likened to armed robbery.
Look, okay, so Rich,
you're basically
No,
accusing
armed
me-
gifting.
Rich,
Armed
I need
gifting.
to give you some stuff. You're right. We're not. We shouldn't make it akin to armed robbery. I would give that to the people who call me every day for Medicaid. That is closer to harassment. No. There's the term. My dad worked for Enron for a while, and he.
Oh, no. Wait, hold on.
I-
You're comparing me to the biggest financial scandal in American history now?
What
That's
I'm
what.
saying.
Now, hang on, Rich. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain
Hold on,
something.
man.
Let me-
That's arguably worse.
Let me explain something.
But
to
it
you.
really
First of all,
explains his stage clothes.
right, so, Rich, comparing you to armed robbery is fucked up a little bit.
Right.
This is a loophole. This is carry on.
I was gonna build in. So there's this thing following the letter of the law as opposed to the spirit of the law.
Oh my
Now-
gosh!
now
He
the-
did
the-
debate in high school too. I can tell that was a resolution.
But it was a real easy win in Mississippi. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. All right, point to Will Loden.
if you make your opponent cuss, then
Hey,
you've
hey,
automatically
Damn,
won.
son, you gonna get a scholarship.
Yeah. Well, hey, Dick for brains, why don't you get the wool out of your ears? 'Cause
That is an actual rebuttal in a Mississippi debate.
transcript.
Listen here, Dick for brains.
The most popular rebuttal of Mississippi debate is "you ain't shit."
followed by your mama ain't shit, and that's the reason your daddy's gone.
Well, that's taking it pretty far there.
Followed by stepdad.
You ain't gonna get a scholarship if you,
You
bring
know he
mama
ain't in an
into it.
oil field. That's a lie your grandma made up. He's over in Parchment.
Man, that's so funny because I have an uncle that went to prison for like 15 years, and his mom told everybody he was in the CIA. And every time anybody asked about Uncle Grady, well, Uncle Grady was off doing CIA shit.
Really?
You know, in Leavenworth.
CYA, baby. Jesus.
Cell block CIA.
It's deep undercover.
That's fine. I made the argument the other day that I was trying to explain the level of mad somebody was, and I was doing it in terms. I was like, it's not stepdad mad. It's just dad mad. Like
that is a
like you're angry, but you'll think it through before you do something.
right.
Stepdad mad's unchecked.
Just react.
These ain't my kids.
Yeah.
or mom's friend mad.
Yeah,
Mom's friend.
Mom's friend Rick.
I feel like you're speaking from personal experience.
You drank all my Mountain Dew, kicked my ass. Fuck that guy. I mean, I won't say that to him again.
Certainly correlation between the amount of Mountain Dew in a house
and the domestic violence.
the amount of
I will tell you this.
They should actually do a study.
There is
You had just found the link, bro. After all these years, who knew?
There's a direct correlation between the number of 2-liter Mountain Dew bottles in your refrigerator and the number of wheels on your house.
That is science, sir.
It's interesting. It's
I don't even know why we're
exponential.
laughing at that.
I bet you. I bet there's
straight science.
If you charted the boxes of fish sticks in the freezer too.
No,
line up.
no, I don't know. I feel like there also should be a corollary then between the number of big gulp,
Yeah. Number of
Cups.
big gold cups.
right?
Wait,
Or
the
the
number
special edition. Jeff
Oh, the
Gordon.
how much? What percentage of the dishware comes from a fast food restaurant?
Yeah.
I can tell you how many trailers a person lived in their life by counting how many people show up with Sonic cups full of liquor at their funeral.
It's like counting tree rings.
It's like 4 to 1. It's like 4 to 1.
It's a 4 to 1.
That's one trailer.
4 Sonic cups equals 16 trailers.
All right.
Oh, I
Separate
love it.
trailers.
Oh, the math goes the other way. Okay.
Well, I love
exponential.
hillbilly math. That's the.
It's kind of like how many Bible verses you have on your body versus how many punches you could take from a paid fighter. Dude, the more Bible verses you have tatted on yourself.
That's
about
legit, bro. That's legit. One of the worst fights I ever got in my life. The guy had the whole book of Proverbs on his ass. He whooped the shit out of me.
If you got a psalm, I won't fight you.
Right?
Bless me, O Lord.
Yeah.
Proverbs is even worse because it's all about work.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker worked my ass
Right? Oh shit! I gotta fight you and your shepherd.
to the letter of the Lord.
No.
It wasn't the spirit of it.
Yo, so wait a minute, you guys. So does that go double for Quran verses? I feel like.
Dude, so
Here's the thing: I'm more
never
intimidated
taken
by
one of
Bible
them fellas.
verses because I know what they say.
Yeah, you can understand.
You know,
them.
well, I just mean if you're literally like the Lord is my shepherd, I'm like this motherfucker showed up to die.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And then if you have a Quran verse, I don't know.
I only know what you tell me it says, which is less intimidating.
Right.
No, wait a minute. Was that what that meant? Was I don't care. I've lost interest at this point. I heard some shit about Allah. I'm okay. Let's just fucking get this
I
over.
feel like you don't even wait for them to talk when you see that. You have to hit first.
You just go. Come on, Habibi, let's do this.
That's racist.
What? I'll tell you, when you sound like this, you have to calculate hate crimes before you throw a punch. Like that's like 3. I can't do this. I ain't got that kind of
I'm
bail
over here
money.
talking like I have the endurance or desire to jump in the ring with a non-verse tattoo guy. Like that's what's keeping me out of the ring is all those religious things on their bodies.
I tell you how old and lazy I've gotten about it is a dude screamed at me across the Buc-ee's parking lot in Splendora, Texas, that he was gonna whip my ass, and I was like, all right. And I just walked to my car. Well, you're gonna have to walk over here to do it. You get me out of this Yukon with 70-degree AC. We'll see what happens.
You get a special prize if you walk to an ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing if somebody brings the ass whooping to you, but when you go to the ass whooping,
that is fair. If you show up all the way over here.
I just
Bring
looked
your
at
ass over here.
I go, All right.
You just go and get to whoop my ass.
I've perfected my awkward wave on the highway just when people start like yelling and stuff. You're like, "Rah!" in the car, and you're just like, well, sorry.
Your best move would be to stop and just get out.
Yeah,
And I mean freeway or wherever.
No, I unfurl. It's happened before.
like a solar
right?
sail.
He drives a Honda. Do
Yeah.
you know how much will is in the front seat of that Honda?
I drive a
98%.
Honda Accord
I assume
Sport.
the legs and the rest of him sits in the back.
I pack it different every time. No,
Did you take the front seat out?
I would no. See, Honda makes a wonderful vehicle. This is we're trying to get
I was a
sponsorship, right?
lifelong Honda driver for a very. That was my jam.
It's the best, and the way that the Honda Accord Sport works, it's a four door sedan. Like it actually fits a 6'5", 300-pound dude
Comfortably.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
the-
they started making them in Mississippi. They got a Honda Accord plant in Canton.
So-
And
I mean,
they're
the poor bastard in the back seat's not doing
Wait,
well.
No.
I feel like the guy who designed it is from Mississippi.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know what we need to do?
Yeah, exactly. Look, Mr. Yamamoto, I love your vehicles a lot. Have you thought about getting them for the huskier gentlemen in and around Jackson, Mississippi?
You know,
Specific target audience.
these guys have introduced the Humvee. I'd like to introduce the Hum.
There was that one time said that Ford needs to just start naming their vehicles what they really are. The Ford F, my wife can't fit her fat ass in a Honda anymore.
Yeah.
That is very accurate.
Well, when me and Jerry get into my Honda, it rides pretty low.
Yeah.
So
We be creeping.
Yeah.
Wait, y'all have done this together?
Oh, yeah, that's why we were both like,
we've gone
what?
on the road. We've gone on the road.
We
He
roll
just tried to do the math.
we roll up on fools, but we have to aim higher. We're going to shoot them in the dick.
No, I don't feel like you roll. You like roll across. Yeah, you don't roll up.
We're very careful over speed bumps, basically. And
Yeah, you don't want to graze your balls.
I try to lay down to even the weight out
What?
and not wiggle too much.
just to distribute.
Yeah, that's
Hey, man.
being a
Will
little-
has literally told me in his car, "Can you stop moving around so much? You're making us look drunk."
I just went to get a cigarette out of my pocket.
I feel like. I feel like when y'all get in that car, you have to actually act like a pilot. Like make sure the load is balanced. Like, hold on, I gotta move some stuff in the trunk.
We had to put each right and left foot out at the same time.
you guys want to tell me why y'all were swerving back there?
We were bouncing. That's different.
Now I see the Whataburger bag, so I got some guesses. Them fries was getting cold.
You know, Jerry dropped the fry on the floorboard. He's trying to reach it.
I was asking for my apple
Well, it
pie.
was actually a spider.
yeah.
I
You
saw
got
a
scared of-
spider at
Yeah,
the
you saw a
floorboard. I
spider.
started trying to kill the spider. And
Wait,
he's
so
like-
this is a real story.
He goes, Jerry, will you stop moving around? You're making us look drunk. And the car was going.
He's like, oh shit!
I like how we were joking.
No, that was a real story.
Man, hold up.
You're making us look drunk. Stop. I mean, we were drunk for sure.
I love how we had like specific topics we were supposed to discuss. We just spent 30
Well, we have an
minutes.
entire other
Yeah,
episode to go, and we
we
still
got a
have
game,
plenty of
we
time to
got all
go.
kind of
So we
shit
have
we
plenty
can
of
do.
time on this episode. I think we round this episode out with a good round of WTF.
You want to do it?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right.
Can we pull that out? And
For those of you watching at home that have not watched us play this game, WTF is pretty simple. It stands for any state that starts with a W, Texas or Florida. I'll read a news story, and these gentlemen are going to try to decide where the hell it happened. Did it happen in Texas, Florida, or some state that starts with a W? But they got to name the state.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to start our first one tonight. Oh, I love this one. Oh, this is so much fun. All right, so in a small town, the police department arrested a man for indecent exposure after an employee at the local Starbucks saw him masturbating while paying for coffee on Thursday, according to court
Washington.
records.
You're gonna go Washington State.
Hang on, I got so many questions.
The employer recorded the license number of the car Mr. Bruce Booker was driving and
wait a
told
minute.
her manager, who also saw Brooker. Police traced the license number to Brooker, The manager identified him immediately from a police lineup. After waiving his Miranda rights, he was going to argue this one on his own. Brooker told police he was just going to the store to get a coffee, and then when he went in, his pants had fallen down, and he was just trying to fix his pants. He later admitted under heavier investigation that he's had problems similar to this in the past and was seeking treatment. Police found that he did have a history of similar offenses, a number of failures to comply, and failures to appear for court. Police also found a pipe, which field tested for marijuana.
Okay.
So
Oh, my
the
gosh.
fact that he
So
was
did
able to
this
do
happen
treatment.
in Texas,
Okay.
Florida, or some state that starts with a W?
So let me ask some questions about this. One, tell me again, did this happen in line in the store? This was in the drive-thru.
This happened in line in the store. He was standing in the store.
Okay.
With no pants.
And he
That's-
said
no,
his
his
pants
pants-
fell down and he was trying to fix them.
And it happens a
And-
lot, Rich.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah,
manager,
this guy's a serial.
the manager and the little gal behind the counter says he was just beating himself to heaven.
Yeah.
I like how they're like, are you sure you want to argue this yourself? He's like, I got plenty of practice to take care of myself.
Yeah.
yeah.
I can handle myself.
Yeah.
I got this.
You don't need to bring Miranda into this.
No, in fact, a woman has fucked this up.
See, now, here's the thing. When you said Starbucks, that immediately made me think, okay, Washington.
See,
But,
racist.
That's where the company started.
Yeah.
right.
There we go,
But
racist.
what?
Yeah.
How's that
This-
racist?
I'm actually with you because this sounds very methy.
That's
See,
right.
So my
It's a
thought.
methy situation.
My thought was either Wisconsin or Washington because he's received treatment before and
Right.
just get
No,
thrown
so like
into
a
jail.
social state.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
yeah,
But
state
when
that
it's
actually cares
Definitely
about its
probably a
citizenry.
blue state
Yeah,
if he's had
yeah.
treatment for
You
this
would think that, but then
and not just been shot.
But then when it's something as bizarre as masturbating in line at a coffee shop,
That's a
you go,
Florida
oh,
move,
I put it in the
man.
Florida box.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
And his last name is Booker.
Yeah.
Like,
Booker feels like a Florida dude.
yeah.
Booker
yeah,
feels
yeah.
like a guy who came from the north and moved to Florida. But yeah.
Booker feels like a guy who came in a Starbucks
Starbucks, yeah.
line.
In
But,
In Florida.
in
All right.
Florida.
So where are we picking? Where are we picking?
I'm putting a big F on it.
All right.
Man, I'm sticking with Washington.
All right. I'm gonna go Wisconsin. I'm feeling Wisconsin for this one.
Ooh, so you
I'm
guys
feeling
going with
bold
different
choice.
Yeah,
W's.
I'm going different W's. Yeah.
This is very bold. You went with the
Yeah.
layup Washington,
Or
the home
actually-
of coffee,
Yeah.
and you're going
This
with
could
Wisconsin.
be no. I'm gonna change. This could be a suburb of Dallas. I'm gonna go Texas.
Oh, wow. Bold
Ooh.
choice.
This
I would not
does
have
have-
picked Texas on this one myself.
Okay.
Well, your instincts for W were correct, except it was Wyoming.
Damn.
What?
Casper, Wyoming.
Yo, plot twist.
Booker was really Booker.
Who saw that coming?
So he was jerking off outside of Cheyenne.
I didn't even know Wyoming had
Starbucks.
fucking.
Bro, you can't run.
Starbucks.
You can't get away in Wyoming.
No, there are
That's where
500,000
Yellowstone
people in
is.
Wyoming.
Starbucks like roaches, man. They are everywhere, bro.
God,
That's
all right.
See, I
true.
wouldn't have guessed
I
Wyoming
was super
for that.
surprised.
I thought everybody had to keep their pants on in Wyoming.
I was
Like,
I was in
it's
Wellington.
so cold there.
I was in Wellington, Colorado, and I met some people who lived it outside in Wyoming because it's like tits up to Wyoming. Interesting people.
Yeah.
Scary, but interesting people.
It's a all right. I've got 3 points. You guys have none.
There
Next
we go.
question.
Perfect.
All right, here we go. A combative 45-year-old man who
Wait,
attempted.
say
Combative.
Combative. A combative
compatible.
45-year-old man who attempted to elude police on a farm tractor was arrested Tuesday morning by the local police department. He is in custody after being charged with aggravated assault of a police officer. When a patrol officer attempted to detain him at a convenience store on his tractor after he hit a car on the highway with the tractor and ran.
I'm getting
In a
Texas
tractor
vibes.
that goes like 45 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I'm getting Texas vibes.
all
The
over the
suspect
place.
argued with the officer, jumped on his John Deere tractor, and attempted to flee along the highway.
What W state can even hold a candle to Texas when it comes to tractor
I'm
crime?
just saying.
The chase eventually spread to a field off a farm to market road.
Come
After
on,
pursuit
cuz.
of about an hour,
Look,
the
this-
suspect was arrested The officer who jumped on the vehicle with the suspect injured his shoulder. That's why he's getting assault on a police officer.
Even though the officer injured himself.
Yeah,
That is so Texas.
Yeah.
That farm to market.
Farm to market.
That farm to
yeah,
market
farm to
right
market
there,
Gives
that's
it.
your-
Gives it.
But
you
here's
know.
the
saying?
thing, that could also be a Florida crime. I think.
Yeah.
Well, they got farm to market roads all across the
Yeah,
entire.
but
I feel like they
uh,
got more orchards than farms, though, man.
Yeah,
I
with
feel
the
like
oranges and stuff. Yeah.
That's a Texas.
Yeah. I think I gotta go.
The only thing that throws me off is John Deere. It's not a favored brand in Texas.
No.
All right, I'm gonna
Wait, hold on. If it's not John Deere, then what is it?
Ford or Case,
Kubota?
son.
Yeah.
I was trying to in my brain. I was
Yeah,
Caterpillar.
I'm just saying. I just
Texas is Ford or Case state.
Yeah, I don't
too.
come bits with my
Tennessee.
tractor knowledge.
And you get an old farmer, you're gonna see a Massey Ferguson, but
Yeah.
everything
It's
else.
just, okay,
Case and
can I,
Ford.
I got those.
They got
quick
a
story.
Caterpillar factory up in Tennessee.
Did you ever
Yeah.
play that game? Oh man, what? It's where you like shout out.
WTF,
It's a
we're playing it
category
right
where
now.
you shout out words.
Yeah.
Categories.
It was no, it's not
Taboo.
Taboo. There you go.
Yes.
And we were playing. It was like two families, and the grandmother of the other family, like a friend of my mom's, was asleep. And the category of tractor brands came up, and we were all sitting there stumped. And she woke up out of her sleep, and went John Deere, went back to sleep.
I like the fuck out of her.
That's hilarious. Texas. I'm taking Texas early.
Texas.
I'll take Wisconsin this time because
There you
I think,
go.
yeah, I feel comfortable with I'm doubling down Wisconsin.
Corpus Christi, Texas. Corpus Christi, Texas.
That's not a surprise. I feel like it's one of those things where you're
Farm
at
to
dinner
Market,
with
2978, Corpus Christi, Texas,
We've
and
been
Highway
there.
77,
Yeah,
right outside of Robstown.
we've
That's how
yeah.
that works.
Robstown.
See, this
Oh
is
my
the
God.
thing about this for me is I feel like we're all out at dinner right now, and I just want to order something different than y'all
Yeah,
just
yeah.
to see if that.
Which is totally fair. Which is why you have no points. Rich has 2 points, and I have
yeah,
9.
I was leery of putting that story in because it felt so Texas. I was
Yeah.
like, God damn.
Sometimes you gotta trick it with
anybody
the-
could just know.
No, I got
yeah.
it 2 sentences in, baby.
I had to lean
knew.
in. Yeah, that's Rich is behind by 7 points.
This is a fun one too.
What
Hey,
kind of whose line of this anyway?
Wait, how are
Math
you
is
scoring this?
You weren't listening. Jesus, that's on y'all.
that? Yeah. That sounds right. That sounds right.
This next one's so much fun. I'm gonna finish my shot before I say it.
Yo, man.
Bring
I
it.
feel like I'm playing against LeBron in the NBA right now. Like these refs are not calling it my way, but
51-year-old Brenda Schumann is accused of storming in the bedroom of her home where
Florida.
she caught her husband, who was 42 years old,
Florida.
in bed with a 33-year-old.
Wait, the first girl's how old?
52, 41,
the
33.
wife is 51. The husband's 42.
The little whore is 33.
Yeah.
It's a
Or
horrible
33.
locker combination.
That hot young hooer.
She went and found one of his rifles and proceeded to threaten to kill them with the rifle. After the husband wrestled the gun from her, she then went on a rampage around the house, urinating on the carpet outside the bedroom. I did this in honor of Amber Heard.
Come on.
There you
And,
go.
and defecating on the kitchen floor out of rage.
I think you're-
What kind
No.
of rage?
This incident took place around 2:30 a.m. on December 24th.
This is
Yes.
Christmas Eve.
It's a Christmas Eve crowd.
Her Christmas present was Dookie on the kitchen floor.
you got
While
Yo!
while he
No.
was,
What a
we're not
Grinch.
done. We're
Hang
not
on,
we're
hang
not done. This gets deeper.
Spoiler: her Christmas gift was a shop vac. This was
It's Craftsman. It's a
This
good one.
was the inciting incident.
While her husband was trying to console the young lady he was with and also clean up the urine, she
not the
allegedly
dookie.
found a second rifle
Oh, this is
and began to destroy the house, pulling down Christmas decorations, smashing mirrors and pictures, and still threatening to kill them before she then fled in her car, leaving the rifle behind. When later questioned by the police, she told the deputy, "I found him in bed with a naked chick. What was I supposed to do?"
I mean,
That's the greatest
Look,
line
if
in
we-
criminal questioning. I don't care anything about what this lady did. What was I supposed to do?
it's
Like, motherfucker,
like it's the third commandment.
dock me. Dock me. What was I supposed to do?
Thou
I love that she clocked that deputy in the eye and said, "What was I supposed to do?
Find your man coveting another woman.
You wouldn't shit on the floor and pee on the floor and look for extra rifles."
If you live in Florida, that's in the handbook.
Do they celebrate Christmas in Florida?
I want to point out how my disappointment in the guy. If you have a 51-year-old, this is write this down. If you ever reach the fine age of 40-something, and you have a 50-something-year-old wife, and for any reason you decide, well, tonight I'm gonna go bang this 30-something-year-old person in our house
on Christmas Eve.
On Christmas Eve.
How did he think he was gonna get away with that in their own house?
You got to assume you know you're not gonna. But it no.
Yep. I knew that was coming, and I was just I know that was perfect.
Good callback, sir.
That at no point did he decide to hide the guns.
That's a rookie mistake right there.
After he got the first gun away from her, he didn't think he went to let's clean up the piss instead of let's go secure the rest of the guns.
You went for the paper towels and not the gun safe.
Yeah. His priorities. Which is why this is. I know that you feel like you have to be contrarian in this, but I think we need to present a unified Florida front here. This is the work of Floridians.
It does feel like Jacksonville.
It feels very Florida.
It rings Florida,
Tampa.
which is it's got a very East Coast Florida vibe to it, which is why I think it's further up the East Coast, and I'm gonna ring in with West Virginia.
West Virginia.
There you go. Okay, I like that.
Did they allow Jewish names in West Virginia?
This was shit.
He gave us so many clues that it was Florida.
I know it's Florida. I know it's fucking Florida. I just don't want to say Florida.
It's Florida. Y'all can rest easy. Y'all are on board.
And here's the thing. I didn't even pick up on the Jewishness.
It's not Jacksonville, but it's Plant City, Florida.
Nicely
it's the
done.
Pasadena of Florida.
Which is Beaumont.
But finally, it puts Will on the board with 1, moves Rich to 3, and I've got
Slade's
15.
got 27.
Wait a minute.
I'm the referee. I agree.
Can I get a review?
It's a
No.
Yes. Absolutely.
Can I get
came back negative.
Yeah.
We got time for one more, J-Dubs.
That's the last one.
Oh,
we
man.
got.
No, we got time. How many you got?
Those.
Oh, that
was the last one.
I just did 3 of
Oh,
those.
it's what
Perfect.
the fuck.
Y'all
Gotcha.
scared me. You were like, anyway, I heard it all wrong.
No.
That's the most anybody's ever gotten right of those. Though.
It's
That
all.
worked out
I
well.
got all 6 of them.
Yeah.
The Will Loden.
Rich was almost the highest scorer of WTF ever.
Only behind by 13.
I shot a perfect game last time. I'm happy with that. I was really toying around, experimenting with my Wisconsin streaks. Didn't work, and that's okay.
Will, where can they find you online?
You can find me at William Lynn Loden Jr. on Facebook. You can find me at Will_Loden on Instagram.
And my favorite,
podcast.
my favorite website on the internet.
Yeah, gunsandliquor.com is where you can find all my dates.
An amazing website to have grabbed.
Coincidentally, where he finds all his dates.
Rich Williams, you can be found where? Outside a venue in Sherman with a...
Richjokes.com is my website. Richjokes.com, spelled just like it sounds.
For all things comedy, you can go to richlifts.com.
And then all my social media is under Super Rich Comic. That's SUPARICHCOMIC. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. It's all Super Rich Comic.
Nice. Thank you for coming back and doing no damage. I'll always appreciate
feel like
it.
you've configured the room differently to prevent.
I have. I can. It's a prevent defense.
There we
and
go.
It's worked. Jerry Wayne Longmire on TikTok and killing it. New episodes of Slade Runner, if you're interested in what I'm doing, they're on my YouTube page. Go find that. But most importantly, keep following the Whiskey Brothers. One more episode this week on Friday. And then starting in July, we'll move to a bi-weekly. What is the word?
I kept thinking it was bi-monthly, but I think that means
Bi-weekly.
you ever do it twice a month.
See,
Bi-weekly.
so
Bi-weekly.
bi-weekly means every other
2
week,
months.
but
Yeah.
bi-monthly
means you're doing one in August and then one in October.
Okay, so we're doing bi-weekly.
Yeah.
whatever means twice a month. Every other week, you'll get Whiskey Brothers episodes.
Will knows a lot about bi.
There'll be
It's 2020. It's 2022, man.
and
Oh, no
Richard's-
judgment.
and you'll be able to catch it. It's going to be hour-long episodes. They're going to be great. Thanks to Jose for running things back of house, an unsung hero, and Hilla for running back of house. We'll see you guys on another episode soon.